Super struggle bus. Ooh. Are we on? Hey, come here, Ben. Come here. Yay, you can be my guest. Say hi. I think I'm on. Hi, everybody. Sorry for the lag. I was on the struggle bus. Okay, hold on. Let me just test sound. Hello. Hi. Hello. Hi. How you doing, Ben? Doing good? Hello, test, test, test. Of course. Hello? How you doing, Ben? Doing good? Hello, test, test, test. Okay, cool. Of course. I think I'm on. Okay. Hi. Hello. Welcome to episode 53 of Heather's Happy Hour. Oh, it just got super hot all of a sudden. Hi, everybody. Man, I had like a bunch of ideas on what to do Heather's Happy Hour today on, and then I got caught up in like reorganizing and cleaning stuff, and then like all of a sudden it was 6 o'clock. So one thing that you'll be able to notice is new home set studio office thing, which I'm super excited about. And this is like the first official Heather's Hangout on this couch, and so that's, I don't know. Then I was like, okay, well, we'll just like chat because I'm chilling on the couch and you guys could chill with me. Hey, Steven. Hey, The Enthusiasm Project. Hi, everyone. Okay, cool. Yay. This is helpful. Okay. So how about I run the ideas by you, like what I was going to originally talk about, and then you guys can tell me what you want to talk about, or you can ask me questions per usual. But first of all, it's episode 53, which is crazy. I can't believe it's episode 53. 53. It's been over a year since I've been doing this, and it's been a lot of fun. I think like the way that live's evolving. I don't know. My show's been. It's always been something that like I'm happy I've kept on doing. So thanks to all of you guys who have watched along the way. It's been cool. But let's see. What did I want to talk about? So my original idea was I was going to do something about Instagram, because as much as I am a YouTuber and vlogger and I create content for YouTube, I pull a lot of new subscribers and I get a lot of reach and exposure from Instagram. So I was going to talk about kind of like tips from my experience and things that I've learned, and then also kind of what my strategy was going to be for 2018. Even just me telling you, I'm kind of like, okay, I don't know how many of you guys are going to be into that. So that's option one. Option two, I was going to show you the stats for Sharespark's YouTube channel, because I don't check the back end of Sharespark's YouTube channel really ever. It's like when I first started Sharespark, I checked the back end of Sharespark's YouTube religiously, like even more so than my own vlog channel. But then when I shifted gears and I don't upload content there as much, I rarely check it unless I get like a comment, really, which is rare. But I did check it today, and there was a lot of surprising data there that I was going to show you, and then kind of go into how I'm going to use that data to formulate a strategy for 2018. And then the other thing was just like, the other idea was just to hang out. So here we are. Yeah. It's December 6th. Yay. Any preferences? You guys have questions that you want to start off with? Okay, the Enthusiasm Project is curious about Instagram. Cool, I can do that. Okay, why don't I just do that? I'll talk about Instagram. So today we're going to be talking about Instagram. Yay, da-da-da-dun. Let's see where to start. So for Instagram, let's see. Okay, first of all, if you want to see like an example of what I think is a successful Instagram, go follow me, because I'm especially if you're a newbie and you're not really familiar with Instagram in terms of promoting yourself and marketing yourself and trying to build an audience there, then follow me, because I don't know half the people on my Instagram. I started a completely different Instagram when I started this vlog channel. So my personal Instagram, I don't even log into anymore. I don't even remember the password, but this one definitely started out like I'm at over 1,000 followers, and I don't know a lot of those people. So they have been people from here, subscribers, but then also just people who have found me, especially local people, since I use location tags a lot. So lots of Long Beach people and LA people. But yeah, so first of all, it's HeatherJustCreate. You could search for me. Hi, Carissa. We're talking about Instagram today, so feel free to chime in. Another great example of an awesome, successful Instagram account is Carissa's. You can follow either her business or hers, and she'll leave the user handles in the chat, so go check it out. Carissa's my accountability partner, so you can find her contact info throughout my channel. But let's see. Okay, so first thing, I'll talk about hashtags, because that's kind of that's like the easiest strategy that anyone can really do. Okay, so first of all, we're gonna pull up the app, which I don't have on iPad. Here we go. Okay. Actually, okay, hold on. Sorry, let me back up. See, this is what happens when you don't like write things down. Now my brain is like going crazy. First of all, you want to have like a brand, right? That's the first step to any kind of building an audience on any kind of digital media, whether you're starting a vlog, starting an Instagram account, starting a website, building a LinkedIn profile, whatever. You need to stand for something. So like when someone goes to your YouTube channel, someone goes to your Instagram account, it should be pretty clear, like in the first 10 seconds, what you're about and what that potential subscriber or follower can expect if they do hit that follow button. And if that's not clear, then you're gonna miss out on a lot of potential audience. And so, for example, a really obvious brand that does this is like any kind of like Dogs of Instagram account. I follow this dog photographer specifically because of the way that he does branding. But I mean, if you pull up Instagram and you got your first, someone's account and the first 9 pictures show up in that grid and they're all dogs, then like in 2 seconds, you'll already know that you can expect dog photos from this account before even like reading anything or going into detail or scrolling through. So that's why it's really key for you to know what your brand is, because then that will help you determine what kind of content you're creating. A lot of this is going to sound familiar because it's seriously the same strategy that you'd use for any kind of digital media, which is great. So, because it just translates. But yeah, so you want to know, you want to come up with like a brand statement and stand for something. So actually in preparing for this, I semi rewatched a previous Heather's Happy Hour. You can scroll. I can't remember what episode it was, but my brother was a guest on the show and he had gained like 3,000 followers in, I want to say it was 6 months. And I think like 90% of his sales come strictly from Instagram, and he has a clothing brand apparel. So like he has a really high conversion rate of people that don't, like, not only do they follow him, but they actually click the link and then go to his site and then convert into a sale, which is great. Like that's a high quality audience. So in the bit that I had rewatched, he was talking about like the 3 core values that he wants his brand to convey and what he wants people to see when they look through his account. I think it was art, athleticism, and then something else. I can't remember. But he has like 3 core values, and that's what you need for your thing. For me, it's vlogger, creator, entrepreneur, and I use that throughout everything. And it's harder with a personal brand, I think, because, you know, how do you convey like what a vlogger is? For that, it's like I post a lot of YouTube stuff, or I used to post a lot of like screenshots of comments, screenshots of stats. I would post when I would hit milestones of subscribers, things like that, you know? So my Instagram account is about like it's the same thing as my YouTube. It's like my journey in building Sharespark Media, and secondary is like building a following on YouTube. And that's what I try to showcase on Instagram. So that's the first thing, because if you're just trying to like gain a following, fame, or fortune, like that's not, people are not, you know, there's so many like fake, and I don't know, there's just so many Instagram accounts out there that you want to try to cut through the noise. And if you're trying to get followers just like everyone else, but you are just like everyone else, then you're not going to stand out. And the more that you can hone in on what makes you different and who you are and what makes you unique and who you are as an individual and that whole thing, like what your brand is, what your goals are, like no one else is you. And so that's what you want to showcase. Now, when I talk about that, like Instagram can get a bad rap because, like, you know, people are like, oh yeah, your Instagram filters, everyone looks perfect. Now, that's not to say like if your brand is like makeup, or if your brand is fashion, there's a way for you to uniquely tell your story, even though your pictures might look very similar to every single other, you know, person who is like in the entertainment industry and fashion industry and stuff like that. So it's about like, you just have to know like how you can creatively tell your story and make yourself stand out. That way, when someone opens up your Instagram account, first thing that they see when they see your account right away is this. It's that. Okay, so, can you guys see that? Bam. So you want a really nice, clean profile photo, especially if you have a personal brand. Obviously, if you're a business, you might want to use a picture of what you sell, or maybe your logo. But you want that to be very, like, make it pop out. That's why, like, I use this picture specifically just because it's, like, just this. It doesn't even have, like, what's in the background. It's, like, straight up just, like, my face and my purple hair. So, very easy to spot. Secondly, obviously you want to make your profile public. Not a lot of people know that, but I think it is defaulted to private. So you want to make sure that your profile is public so that you are searchable. Then people kind of like go through the first 9 photos. I won't go there yet, but let's see. Then you want to have, how do I explain this? Your bio is very key. And when someone is searching for a username or doing really any kind of search on Instagram, what comes up? So if I were to type in Heather, like the name underneath here where it says Heather Ramirez, that, you could change that to be whatever you want. So I've seen people, like if you are known for something, like this one chick, I followed her because she does Instagram tips. Her name is Alex. So instead of writing where it says Heather Ramirez for her like full name, she put Instagram tips, so that if anyone ever typed in Instagram tips, she would come up, and then her username was her actual name, which is Alex something. So that's just another way, you know, when it comes to anything digital media, you kind of have to keep in mind SEO and search, and any kind of text anywhere is searchable. So the more that you can like hone in on what your potential audience is going to be searching, so that you pop up when they are searching for that, that's just, you know, something to keep in mind. Then the bio is really key. It's like, even when I'm going through Instagram accounts to follow, like we are at a point in digital media culture where people are following other accounts even though they don't know the people that run those accounts, or the brands necessarily that run those accounts, because they find value in that content. So it used to be like, you only connect with people that you know, or even like, you only follow brands that you know, like Nike or Disneyland or something. But now we're at the point where it's like, I keep thinking dogs because Ben's sitting right here, but like I'll follow, just random accounts of people who post pictures of their dogs just because it like makes me happy when I see those pictures, even though I have no idea like who that person is. I'll probably never meet them, and they have like millions of followers. So with that said, the bio really helps for you to tell your story. Obviously you want to use those keywords, but like for me, vlogger, creator, entrepreneur was definitely the first thing. I feel like that is like my tagline for pretty much anything. Then I wanted people to follow me on Twitter, so I listed that second. Snapchat I put on here. I'm on Snapchat, but I don't really take it seriously. For me, what it is like it's another source of data for how certain things are converting. For example, I only have my Snapchat code on here. So if anyone adds me on Snapchat, I know that they came from Instagram. And like, I don't know, that's just like more insight because I don't promote my Snapchat anywhere. And so that kind of gives me a gauge as to like the health, I guess, or the quality of people who are following me on Instagram. You don't have to do that, obviously. Then the other thing I wanted to be known for was like location. As I said in the beginning, I had a lot of people from Long Beach following me, so I made sure like Long Beach was very prominent. But I'm also now living in Indio, and I plan to like hardcore tap the Indio market and be like the only person known in Indio. So I added Indio. And then my call to action, which is click to see my vlogs on YouTube. And then I added a bit.ly link. Bit.ly. I should really do a whole thing on bit.ly. But basically this bit.ly link right here, bit.ly/Heather on YouTube, is just a customized link where I can log into my bit.ly account and see how many people actually click this particular link. And then that way, when I know, oh, you got 20 clicks on this link, that means 20 people went to my YouTube channel from my Instagram account. Again, just being able to keep track of that data and have more insight. And then obviously call to action. So I have email listed there. I don't know if you can see it. I do have a business page or brand page. It took me a really long time to decide whether to go personal or brand page, but I finally decided on doing I made the switch to business/brand page, and I'm glad I did, because you get a bunch more insights to like who your audience is, when they're on Instagram, demographics, like just basically like a back end of audience insights that you don't get on a personal account. So if you are trying to build a following and gain an audience on Instagram, I would definitely convert to a business profile, and specifically the Enthusiasm Project, since you were the one who brought this up. You could link, when you do convert your Instagram account to a business account, you have to link it through a Facebook page, so it conveniently will link to the Enthusiasm Project on Facebook. But yeah, so the reason why I was hesitant on converting to a business page is because I felt like just by labeling yourself as a business, Facebook and Instagram was gonna like minimize my reach just because it's pay to play. But I haven't really noticed that. Like especially in the past like 2 weeks, I started posting every day, and like my reach has gone like crazy. So that really hasn't affected me, and yeah. All right, let me chime into the comments here. Oh, can you hear me? Sorry. Hello? Ooh. Hi, hello, hi. Can you hear me? Is it still like really Low? Hi, hello, hi. Okay, I think it's okay. Sorry, the mic is like over here. Okay. Ryan, gotta go. I'm going live. Bye. The Enthusiasm Project, one of 2 people in India. I switched to business page. Yes. Also, really quick, I have to take this off because it's super hot. That guy right there, the Enthusiasm Project, is Tom. Obviously, you guys probably know that because he's been on my channel a lot lately. But if you haven't already, go check out his channel and hit that subscribe button because he's about to hit 100 subscribers and I'm like super excited about it. And I see a lot of potential in Tom. I mean, I always have, but I'm really excited. I think this will really motivate him to create more and more content. So I promise you will not regret subscribing to his channel. Like, he has a really very unique style with editing and the quality of his content. Like, even the video quality is so good. Right now he's in Nashville for the week for a conference, and he just uploaded a vlog about being in Nashville yesterday, and it was like amazing. So go check it out. But let's see. Rock entry. Hi, Heather and all. Hi. Okay, so back to Instagram. Let's see. Hashtags. Okay, now let's talk about hashtags. We're talking about building a following on Instagram. So feel free to leave me your Instagram questions. Then hashtags. So how do I explain hashtags? First of all, you can use up to 30 hashtags per post. I know that sounds like overkill, but when it comes to any kind of search potential and opportunity, to me, I just see it as just a complete waste if you don't use all 30 hashtags. Like, why wouldn't you, if you have like 30 opportunities to get in front of people's eyes and you only use 5? Like, I don't, like, that's free exposure. I don't see why you wouldn't capitalize. But I understand that people might think that it looks cluttered, it looks tacky, it looks like you're trying too hard. When it comes to the whole like trying too hard, I think, like, I want to say from my perspective, if you're not as active on Instagram, maybe you have a different perspective, but at least for me, who's someone who's like very active in digital media and is like, you know, a digital media brand, the way that I see it is that people understand what I'm trying to do, so they don't see it as tacky. They understand that like I am a marketer, and they know that there is a strategy as to like why I'm using like a bajillion hashtags. And I want to say that that is where like all of us are going, you know? So if you're shy or you're scared about like everyone's going to think I'm weird because I'm using 30 hashtags, like just F that and just use it, because I promise like it just, to me, it just doesn't make sense where you're going to hold yourself back because you want to look a certain way to the people who are already following you. Like, the goal is to get 1 million followers, right? So who cares what your current like 100 followers think, right? So try not to like let that stop you. Use all 30 hashtags. Now, what I do is I do try to make it look cleaner. So I have my description, right? You've got the Instagram picture and then you have the description. And then I use like the super relevant hashtags to that particular post in the description. So like if I posted, actually, let's pull up actual examples, shall we? Okay, so for example, oh, maybe I haven't been. Okay, so here's something I just posted about a week ago. It's a picture of me at the Machu Picchu in Peru. And so I had my description, and then in the description I put hashtag Machu Picchu. So it's like that's what I mean by like, you know, this hashtag is relevant to the picture. Now, when it comes to the other 29 hashtags, I have a note on my phone of just like a bank of different hashtags. And I kind of have the same like 12 or 15 that I put for every photo pretty much. And then for like the other 15-ish, I switch those up depending on so many things, actually, depending on the content of the picture, depending on the time of day, the day of the week. You know, you don't have to do all of this, but like, this is my business, so I have the time to do that. But how do you know which hashtags to choose? So first you're going to go to search, right? So tap the magnifying glass when you're in Instagram, and then it's going to pull up, like a discover tab, and then you have your search bar on the top, right? So let's see. I'm trying to see if I can give you an example of what I would post. Oh, actually, I was going to post this picture. Perfect. Okay. Whoa. So this is the picture I think I'm going to post later tonight. It's a picture of a key in front of our house. This is like when Tom gave me the key, because I'm officially moved in. So for this one, it's, you know, there's not really like a this is something I genuinely want to share. And when it comes to anything really Tom related, that's just something I genuinely want to share. It's not like I'm trying to, you know, exploit our love to get followers or anything. But let me pull up my hashtags note to kind of explain which hashtags I use a lot. Okay, so I use the Sharespark one for sure, just because I want that hashtag to have content that is associated with me. Entrepreneur life, so that, like, you know, when it comes to vlogger, creator, entrepreneur, I use those hashtags. But I don't use hashtag entrepreneur, because so you got to do research on every single hashtag, okay? So for example, I'm going to type in hashtag entrepreneur. Hashtag entrepreneur. Entrepreneur. All right. So this is what comes up. It's a list of the hashtags that all start with entrepreneur. And you can see that entrepreneur has over 25 million posts. So it's kind of the same strategy that you would use for YouTube when you're trying to rank on the first or second page of YouTube search results or Google search results. It's the same. It's all the same, right? So if you are uploading a video to YouTube about like tips for Instagram, and you search on the YouTube search bar tips for Instagram, and you get like 45 million results, chances are you're not going to rank on the first page. So you want to try to do research on tags or keywords or titles, and when it comes to Instagram, hashtags that have an amount that you can kind of compete with, because the goal, just like the goal for YouTube and Google, is to show up on the first page of Google search results, your goal for a hashtag is to show up as a top post. Okay, so I'm going to tap on hashtag entrepreneur, and this is what comes up. There's the stories at the top, which I don't ever really check, but people do. And then here's the top posts. And then it's like the 9 pictures that are top posts. Most engaged, very popular, blah, blah, blah. And they stay on there for a while. They stay on there until they're like outranked. And I don't really know how Instagram's algorithm works, but like for me, I still get likes on some Instagram photos that I've uploaded weeks ago because I'm still top post for a certain hashtag. Unfortunately, I can't see what hashtags I ranked for, and like how people got to my profile. Unfortunately, it's not like that specific, but yeah, that's why I try to switch it up and use a different a different set of hashtags every time, just because those are like different opportunities that you could try to rank for. So let's see. The number that I shoot for is like between 100 and like 500,000. So if it's a tag that has like 1 million, I'm like pretty sure I'm not gonna rank for that. And really, by using a hashtag that has like that much volume, I'm only using that because it's a certain time of day and I know everyone's on their phone at the exact same time, and that means like you have a chance of like 1,000 people looking at that hashtag at the same time at that moment, and that's not reliable, but sometimes it works, like just to capture that speck of an audience. But that's why I don't use those very often. But seriously, like I go through every single hashtag that I use and I try to make sure that they're between 100,000 and 400,000. You don't want to use under 100,000. I mean, sometimes you can, like Indio doesn't have a lot of hashtags or a lot of content associated with the hashtag just because there's not a lot of people here. But I still want anyone who searches for the hashtag, I want me to show up. So that's why even if it's 100,000, sometimes I'll use it. But sweet spot between 100 and 400, 500,000. And then if you like aim for that, it can be really easy to rank. Especially if your picture or your video is really good. Let's see. And then like you just have to get super creative. I mean, any word or number can be a hashtag. And so like sometimes I get stuck, like, I don't know what hashtags to use. And then what Instagram now has this feature where you can type in like hashtag entrepreneur, right? So if you don't know, you're going to type in hashtag entrepreneur. And then right there above top post, it says related. And it'll show you related tags that you can search. So the first one is hashtag business owner. So I'm going to tap that. And when it comes up, this one has way less than 25 million. It has 2 million posts. That's much more approachable, and those are the top posts. But then you can see other related terms, they're still there. So there's business women. I'll tap that. I know for a fact I use business women. Yeah, I use business women because it's under 1,000. I mean 1 million. See, it's at 876. I did rank once for hashtag businesswomen, which was super cool. That like brought a ton of people. I mean, it's up to you if you want to try like, a little above 500,000. But yeah, so I go through like every single hashtag that I use. I have my go-to like 10 to 15 that I use for every post. And then like I switch up the rest. So it's holiday time right now, for example, and I started doing research. So I use Christmas mood. Like you can't use hashtag Christmas because it's like completely saturated, but I use hashtag Christmas mood, hashtag Christmas 2017, hashtag December daily, hashtag December challenge. Like what I do is I just start typing in a word in Instagram search, and then I just see like what pops up, right? So for example, hashtag December. Here's what comes up. You got December challenge, December photo challenge, December daily, December baby, and then you can just like keep scrolling, and it conveniently shows you the volume, like the number of posts associated with that hashtag, which is awesome because then you can just find the ones that are between 100 and 500,000 and use those. So, oh yeah, and I forgot to say this, but in the description, I have like the super relevant ones, right? So if I posted that picture of Machu Picchu, I have hashtag Machu Picchu. And then in the first comment, I open up a note, I copy and paste the rest of my hashtags that I'm going to use, and I'll paste it into the first comment. That way, when someone is like scrolling through their home, through the like feed, your first comment is like, it shrinks so people don't see like all the hashtags. It's not as cluttered. It doesn't look as tacky. Whatever. Like, you know, like I said, I'm at the point where I don't really care, but I just do that just because that's what I've been doing. But if someone else uses a hashtag in your comments on your photo, it doesn't show up. It's only your hashtags that will show up. So that's just something to keep in mind. All right, let me chime into the comments here because I've just been yabbering. All right, Carissa, love Tom's perspective and editing style. Yeah, definitely go check out the Enthusiasm Project. He's almost there at 100. Rock Entry, oh my gosh, the first 100 subs is the hardest. Almost there. Enthusiasm Project, it's tough. I try not to pay too much attention to the numbers, but it is important, just like Heather's saying. Yeah, like, you know, a true content creator creates content because they want to create content. Like, that's what a content creator is. But if you're trying to build an audience, and like for me, I am trying to help people and Sharespark people, and I have a mission. Like, I need the people, right? And you need the numbers, obviously, because of the people, but then also to get the data that you would get from those people to help you reach more people. All of that is helpful. So, you know, I think true content creators, we understand, we just know how to play that game. You know, we know that it's not about the numbers, but it is. But at the end of the day, it is about creating content, like, period. That's like the best, the most fulfilling part. All right. Can you hear me? What is happening? Still, like, really... Okay. Rock Entry. Tom, it took me 3 months for 100 subscribers and only 1 month for the next 500. It gets easier after that. Your content and editing it there. You should easily grow once you get the momentum going. I just subbed, by the way. Enthusiasm Project, thank you. Yeah, definitely, like, the first 1,000... The first 100 are the hardest, and the first 1,000 is the hardest. After that, like, I'm at the point where I don't even check my numbers anymore because, like, I just still get subscribers every day. Yeah. Tuxgasm. I thought adding hashtags in the comments doesn't work in the same way as in the description. Tuxgasm, it actually does. So, but it's only for you. Like, you need to comment on your own photo and it still works. At least it works on the first comment. I tried this on, like, being the third comment. I can't remember. But I know for sure it works on the first comment. So it's like, as soon as I hit post, before I hit post, I open up notes, I copy and paste, then go back to Instagram, I hit post, and then boom, right after I hit the comment button and paste. So it's like, there's no delay. It's like 5-second delay. That way, because I want to ensure that I am the first comment. But yeah, it totally works the same way. What was I going to say about that? Oh yeah. Also, another thing that I've done differently before I read the rest is I responded to every single comment. I used to not do that because when you use this hashtag strategy, you tend to get a lot of spam and bots and just like fake profiles and stuff that'll just leave comments. And that used to annoy me, but I learned this from YouTube. There's no such thing as a bad comment because YouTube cannot, the algorithm can't read your comment, right? It's not, it has like certain things that it's flagged for, like, really bad things, but like, it's not gonna, if there was a comment that was like, you look super ugly or something, like, YouTube isn't gonna see that as a bad comment, even if it did get thumbs down. It's just gonna see it as, oh, someone left a comment on this video, that's engagement. So it's the same thing with Instagram. And if I reply to that comment on YouTube, or if I reply to just this, like, okay, if I reply to that comment on YouTube, YouTube's gonna see that as more engagement, right? So with Instagram, if you get, like, you can even, like, scroll through the comments on my photos, you'll see it's just people leaving, like, I can't tell whether it's genuine because you could use that, Like some people just leave me like the thumbs up emoji, and then I know they're going around to every single account and just like spamming that, because you know, that's another strategy that you can do, is just like leaving comments everywhere. The more genuine you are, the better, because obviously like I'm looking down on people who are just leaving, you know, very ingenuine comments. But like that's another way to gain exposure, because people actually go through the comments. Same with YouTube, like people actually read the comments. So people might click on your profile if you have a really like cool profile photo, and depending on what your comment is. But anyway, what was I saying? Yeah, oh, so I started responding to every single Instagram comment, even the ones that were kind of like spammy. And if someone left me like a thumbs up, then I would respond with like a high five. Or if someone was like, nice photo, I'd be like, thanks. And that really like has doubled my engagement. It's insane, because I think what happens, I want to say that the algorithm works the same way that YouTube does. So you can post a video or you can post a picture on Instagram or YouTube, and the first 24 hours are absolutely key for both platforms, especially when you have a business profile for Instagram. So the more engagement that you can get in that first 24 hours, that's going to determine whether you rank, if you're on YouTube, on the first page of YouTube search results, and if you're on Instagram, whether you rank as a top post for your hashtags. So that's why if you can, even if you get 10 spammy comments and you reply to every single one of those comments, that's 20 comments right there. I'm like positive it doesn't work if you just leave 10 comments of your own stuff, and like why would you do that anyway? But you know, if it is real people, try to get them to continue the conversation. That's really key, because then that's like ding ding ding, more comments, more engagement, and just like more potential to rank. So I try to do this on YouTube. I try to respond to comments with a question, because then that, like, people will respond to my question, and then I can respond again, and then you kind of do this ping pong of like yay engagement. So same thing with Instagram. Like if someone's like, hey, you know, on my Machu Picchu photo, if they're like, oh, what country is that? Like, oh, it's Peru. Have you ever been? Then they're like, no, I haven't, but I've been to, I don't know, Costa Rica. Have you been there? Da da da. And you just keep going. Now all this sounds like a lot of work. I do everything just because, again, this is my business. But if this is a hobby, or if you're just, you know, you're not like trying to put as much time and stuff, then you'll get the hang of it. You'll see which things are easy. Like for me, I'm at the point where I take like a day of the month and I do my hashtag research, and then I just use those hashtags for the month pretty much, unless it's like, oh, it's Christmas time, so I have to like look for those hashtags. Like sometimes, you know, I posted a picture of the dogs, so then I did a quick like dog search, and then I found like 3 hashtags. It doesn't take a lot of time. I think you just kind of have to figure it out. Let's see. Alexandre C. Matty. I follow you since 5 minutes and start getting to know your vlog style. Love it so far. Thank you. S. Hey, I guess I'm late, but I'll review what I've missed. Congratulations on your new move. Thanks, S. Thanks, like, for being such a loyal subscriber. Also, I really appreciate all of your thoughtful comments and feedback. Proxlime, what's up? What's your favorite Christmas waifu? I don't know what that means. All right, I'm all caught up. So, 43 minutes. Do you guys have any other questions about Instagram? I think that's pretty much it. Another strategy, oh man, I have a lot. Okay, so another thing is I tag YouTube in every single one of my pictures. Why would I do that? YouTube's not in the photo, but I am a YouTuber, right? And people will go to the YouTube account, just like I'm doing right now, and they'll hit this lovely button that says, you know, photos that YouTube is tagged in, and they'll scroll, and they'll see me. And that's why I do it. So I try to do that as much as possible. Again, like it comes down to like capitalizing on opportunities. So if I post a picture of like say there's this really good sandwich at a restaurant in Long Beach. Okay, so I'm going to take a picture of this sandwich at this restaurant. I will use a location tag of that restaurant. And what that'll do is that you'll show up not only at the restaurant's hashtag, but then in the Long Beach geotag, sometimes in like the California geotag, especially if you use Instagram stories. I know I'm getting real deep in here right now, but yeah. And then I will also tag the restaurant. I'll tag the city if the city has an official Instagram account. I'll tag any kind of like city specific accounts that are like news or, you know, just any kind of like magazines or whatever about that city. So like Long Beach Post is a really popular newspaper in Long Beach. Not just a newspaper, but you know, they're on like social media and stuff, but they're like a news organization. And so I tag them just because, again, it's that same thing where people go to Long Beach Post for all kinds of Long Beach information, and I want them to be able to see that, hey, look, I ate at this restaurant in Long Beach. Click on my profile. Oh, what is this person about? Oh, she's a vlogger in Long Beach. I'm gonna follow. Da da da. So anytime you have a chance to tag or use location tags, or include a tag in the description, so maybe you don't necessarily tag them, but you want them to see it, like just tag as much as possible. It's really about, like, when it comes to digital media, it's about sharing and connecting, and the more that you can do that, the more that you are going to win, because you kind of just want to like do this, like infiltrate everywhere. And it's not like, you know, if you are a really good brand, that you're not posting bad content, so that's not even something that you need to worry about. If you have like for me, I totally have pride for, you know, eating whatever sandwich in Long Beach, because it's like, it was a really good sandwich. It was good enough for me to take a picture of it. I am happy to share that I'm eating at this restaurant, you know, all of that stuff. So so that's why I try to tag as much as possible. And then also Instagram stories, without going like into it, otherwise this is gonna be another half hour. You kind of want to use the same strategies for Instagram stories. What I found is that Instagram stories is a huge opportunity for new people on Instagram. Like, for sure, my engagement went up. I get new followers. People discover me because I post on Instagram stories. How do they do that? Now, if you just post to your Instagram story, just like, hi, I'm sitting on the couch, then only your followers will see it. But if you use a location tag, so say again, like going back to that restaurant example, if you you like show a story, or you like post that picture to your story instead, and then you use the restaurant's geotag in the actual story, then you will, it's that same thing. Like, you're going to show up not only on that restaurant story, but also the Long Beach story, the Southern California story, the California story. I've shown up in the United States story before, which is crazy. I think it's just because that's not something you have to do. Instagram will do that automatically. So you just want to use geotags as much as possible in your Instagram stories. And then also like tagging people. So like whenever I have Instagram stories of Tom, or like friends who have Instagram accounts, I definitely like try to tag them, because again, it's that like connecting and sharing aspect. And yeah, does that make sense? Okay, let's see. If you guys have any questions, let me know. I'm getting hungry. Okay, I think I'm Instagrammed out. But thanks for the follows, guys. I see some of you guys have followed me, so I appreciate it. Thank you. Okay, let's see. Proxlime, thoughts on the adpocalypse. Why does YouTube hate content creators? My theory is that they don't want edgy content. you know, like, this is my thought when it comes to adpocalypse and like the whole YouTube versus content creator thing. I really feel that YouTube kind of created a monster because there's just so much content uploaded to YouTube that there is no organization on the planet that can have the manpower to monitor all of the content that is uploaded, period. You got 400 hours every minute, I think. Like, there's no way. There's not enough people on the planet to, like, sit there and watch every minute of content. Let alone, like, to gauge whether it's appropriate for children and appropriate for this ad creator and, you know, this company and this brand. And, you know, is it in the right category? Is it, you know, all that, like, that's just the best that they can do is just plug in algorithms. So it's like, if, you know, when you upload a video and it processes, that's when YouTube is scrubbing your video for the content, right? So it's already got down like the copyright. So it'll scrub through your music or your content to see if you're using any kind of copyrighted material, and you know, they've got that down, which is awesome. But now it's like, you know, how can you program, like, if we get to that level, I will just be amazed at the human race and like the evolution of technology, where if you like uploaded a video, YouTube has the capability to process not only the audio, but then also like the actual footage. For like copyright content is easy because, you know, I think that's easy because there's already records of that. Like like if you wanted to upload a movie, I'm sure that movie company has already taken steps to like ensure their copyright. But like, how do you have a program to scrub through whether completely brand new footage is appropriate for children? You know, like, how do you have that software to detect that? You know, and so what ends up happening is that YouTube just has to plug in algorithms. Like, if you, I don't know, I don't even know, it'd be like facial recognition software. Like, if you see, you know, this much skin or something, maybe it's like bad for kids, or adult content. Or, you know, what companies have to do is like, if you don't have the manpower to ensure that their messaging isn't, you know, is paired with content that they believe in, then I think it's smart for the brands to pull out completely, just because YouTube can't ensure that. They can only be like, well, we're trying, we've got these steps in place, but like they'll never have the capability to actually, for someone to like be paid to sit there and go through the whole thing. And like, you know, when it comes to my channel specifically, I've been frustrated actually for the past 2 months, which is perfect because that's also the same 2 months that I fell in love with Tom, and like, you know, we started our relationship, and I just was having fun with that. But I was getting a bunch of my videos demonetized for absolutely no reason. And what sucks is that, like, not that I'm making money on my videos, I don't have the volume to be making, you know, any kind of significant amount on my videos, but when a video is demonetized, then YouTube's algorithm doesn't promote demonetized videos because it wants their platform and their advertising companies to make money. And so like right there, if my video is competing with a video that has monetization versus mine that doesn't, it's going to show the one that is going to make money for YouTube and the creator and the brand, because that's a win-win for everyone there. And that's why I lose, and I lose against all the monetized competition because there's just so much of this. And like, again, not that I was making money, but I lose because all this other content is promoted over mine. And that really annoyed me because I saw my numbers decrease. I tried to contact YouTube about it, but the thing is, like, I'm in that weird growing phase of being a YouTube creator where, like, yes, I have some traction. Yes, I have an audience. I have a convertible audience. Like, if I told people go follow me on this other platform, or, you know, support me on Patreon or whatever. Like, I have a convertible audience that would actually like consider doing something that I say that goes beyond just watching. But I don't have like the numbers that so many other YouTube creators have. And so I'm like, I want to say it's like 10,000 and under. You're not at the point where YouTube has the resources to be able to deal with your problems, because it's dealing with everyone who has 10,000 subscribers and above, which, you know, rightfully so, because they have bigger audiences. So like if I think that one of my videos is demonetized unfairly, or it was just like wrongfully demonetized, I can't submit it for review unless I get 1,000 views on that video. And I don't have like, I don't get 1,000 views regularly on any of my videos. Like, if I do get 1,000 views on a video, it's over time. I don't have that volume of audience yet. So, which sucks, because now I just have all these videos that are demonetized, and it really is so frustrating for me as a creator. You know, again, like, I love creating and I will continue to create because that's what brings me joy, but it's also really annoying when like I'm having to deal with that, you know. But that's why, like, I don't know, I seriously have to take it day by day when it comes to with that, because like it's frustrating, but there's nothing that can be done. YouTube can't help me, and you know, what else am I gonna do? But I believe in my content, and if my subscribers like truly like my content, then they'll watch it, you know. Like, you guys will watch it if you find it valuable, whether it's entertaining, whether you find it informational, or whatever. So adpocalypse or not, YouTube help or not, I still create. But not gonna lie, you know, I didn't feel that bad for not creating as often as I used to, especially when Tom and I were happily, you know, discovering our relationship. So anyway, Proxlime, I feel YouTube promotes certain things that are not necessarily ad friendly, but others still get hammered. Like the whole Elsa Gate, YouTube knew about it but still ignored it. I don't know what that means. But to me, like, I don't know. I understand YouTube. What I really like about YouTube is that they have traditionally been very creator friendly, especially when it comes to when you compare with other platforms. Like, people know what being a YouTuber is. You can't say the same thing with Instagram or Snapchat. The other platform that did that was Vine. And that's just something to say about video. But YouTube just traditionally has been really good to its creators, and they promote them and they support them, and, you know, invite them to do really cool things and collaborate and partner and all of that. But also, they are a business at the end of the day. And in order for them to develop the technology that will allow them to like detect whether this adpocalypse thing is a thing, they need more money to do that. So you know, it's like my frustration for YouTube as a creator will only go so far. Now, that being said, you know, I will never be a YouTuber whose sole source of income comes from YouTube. I am just not, I know enough as an entrepreneur in the business world to have multiple sources of income. So I think the people who are really frustrated with YouTube's apocalypse, it's because, like, you know, if you're making 6 figures plus solely off of YouTube ads, then yeah, you're gonna be pissed if your ish gets demonetized. But like, for me, that'll never be the case ever. Like, I'll never I hope that YouTube ads never becomes like a major source of income, just because I want my major sources of income to come from other things. That's not to say that, you know, my YouTube channel brings me a lot of clients, but that's money that's like, you know, that's money that's exchanged outside of the platform. So, you know, I don't need ads on my content in order for me to get in order for potential clients to see my content, if that makes sense. So yeah. All right. S, which do you like the best, YouTube or Facebook Live? What are the pros and cons of each? Very good question, S. Let's see. YouTube or Facebook Live? I mean, are you specifically talking about YouTube Live and Facebook Live? Because if we're talking about the live components for either, I don't think I can say which one I like best, because I can confidently say that I would probably get the same amount of reach on either platform. Now, I can't say that for sure because I haven't gone live on Facebook in a while. I've gone live on Facebook for Sharespark TV, but that's separate because that's a channel. Like I haven't promoted the Sharespark TV Facebook as good as I can, and so that I don't count that. But like when I used to do Facebook Live when it first came out last year, like I had like 30 people tuned in at one time, and I don't think I've ever had 30 people tuned in to one of my YouTube live streams at the same time ever. So and that's because like the sharing component on Facebook no one can compete with that. Like tagging your friends, watch this right now. Like no other platform has that except for Facebook. But I mean, that being said, they're just two completely different audiences. So like I know if I go live on the HeatherJustCreate Facebook, I'm not going to see the same people I would see here. Like I just already know that. So yeah. I don't know if that answers your question. Enthusiasm project. I personally prefer YouTube, but Facebook is doubling down really hard on video. Heather's talked a lot about now being a great time to jump into Facebook for video. Yeah. Going off of that, I recently attended a webinar by Hootsuite, which is like one of the leading social media, digital media marketing, what are they? Brands, I guess, in the world. And they did a webinar on social media trends for 2018. And for sure, like one of the main takeaways for Facebook especially was that video. They want to take over YouTube. They want to be bigger than YouTube. Let's see. Yeah, they want to be bigger than YouTube. I forgot what the takeaway was for YouTube. But like just looking at my notes from that webinar, I was like, Facebook watch, period. Become a micro influencer on Facebook watch. Like those are notes to myself. And it was a really good webinar, but Facebook has its own set of problems. Like no platform is going to be perfect, but they just dedicated $1 billion to freaking video. So just knowing that there's $1 billion worth of development being done in Facebook video, like that's just something that's like potential. That's an opportunity I want to be part of. It's going to continue to evolve. Right now, it might not be where YouTube is, but with $1 billion, you can get real far. So, I've been thinking about this for a while, but I was thinking about starting my entire vlog over on Facebook. Just like literally from vlog number 1. I haven't decided whether to do that yet, but it's definitely something I've been thinking about just because like that's what's great about creating video content, because you could use it everywhere for always. Like I'll always have that content. So that's another reason to create content. All right. S, have you thought about Amazon for some of your videos? Like when you did the video on painting the studio, some of the items used could be advertised. S, yes. I actually get more money from Amazon affiliates than I do from YouTube ads, which is cool. But like, anytime I can plug in an Amazon link, I do. So every single description, every video description underneath each vlog, and even this live stream, you can see links to all my gear that use on Amazon. And then like I did a few months ago, I did a vlog on the vlogging gear I use. I've done a vlog on like my top business essentials, equipment stuff. I am going to be doing an Amazon, it's not an Amazon video, but like a video on what we use to create this stuff with like links to Amazon. So it's definitely something that I use, and I really like the Amazon affiliate program just because I genuinely have like purchased these items on Amazon. So it's not like, you know, I don't have to feel like I'm endorsing a product I don't believe in, because I literally could say like, I bought this case on Amazon, you know? So, or this microphone. So yeah, Amazon affiliates definitely. Actually, speaking of that, this might be something you want to look into if you're trying to like monetize off of your digital presence of being a brand. But Amazon recently came out with an influencer program, which I haven't had the time to 100% look into it. Sharespark is an official Amazon influencer, but I think you can like, you know, something like Sharespark now has its own Amazon page with like all the products that we endorse kind of thing. So that's cool, because then like it's all in one place versus like you have to see this vlog and you have to see this vlog, which is like 6 months old, and that vlog, which is 50 vlogs ago, and you might stumble upon it. Now you could just kind of go to the Sharespark Amazon page and then see like, you know, here's all the cameras that we like, and here's all the, you know, whatever gear that we like. So yeah, if the reason why I'm telling you that is because in order to be an influencer, I'm pretty sure you have to be an affiliate, and that's an application program. So you want to make sure that you submit those applications. And if you have questions about that, let me know. All right. Proxime, thoughts on videos put on limbo. I don't know what that is. Ron's World Miami. I know you spoke about how you find tags on Instagram, but how do you find words for YouTube under the description box? I always have a hard time finding words, or does that even work? How do you find words for YouTube under the description box? Wait, what do you mean, Ron's World? I know you submitted that question like almost 10 minutes ago, but if you're still there, clarify, and I'm happy to elaborate. Enthusiasm project. My approach is different though. I want my personal channel to grow, but it's not my business or full-time job. I'm still a newbie right now. It's more about creating before diving into monetization. Enthusiasm project. I don't know if we've talked about this yet, but like if you can monetize your videos, like you should definitely do that. Again, not because you want to make money, but because like your videos are not going to be promoted if you're competing with videos that have monetization turned on. So now that I think about it, I don't think you do, because I don't remember watching ads. But that's like, I mean, it's easy. You just go into your creator studio and just enable monetization. It's like not a big deal, and it's totally worth it. I know you don't want to put ads in front of people, but like if you want to play the YouTube algorithm game, your videos need to be monetized. All right. I see FB is much more community. I get it. Yeah, another thing that Facebook is doing is I think they have already done this, but Facebook groups is like the next big thing for Facebook. They've seen a lot of success with Facebook groups. That's like one of the big things I use Facebook for still, is because of Facebook groups, and they're just going to continue to grow, and it goes back to community. But what you can do now is that brand pages and business pages can create a Facebook group specifically for the fans and followers of that page, which is super cool. It's funny now that I say it out loud, because it's like, how come that wasn't a thing before? But I think like, you know, I'm trying to think of an example. like for my Facebook page, okay, HeatherJustCreate, there is kind of a community aspect in the post, right? So like I have 280 something followers, and if I post something, people can comment, and like followers can kind of talk with each other because now there's like threaded replies and stuff like that. But if all of my fans who were following my page wanted to talk to each other, now they can, because I can create a specific Facebook group just for those people, which is super, super cool. Like the applications for that, I could see that just being very, like, because people have already kind of done that. They've just had to create the Facebook group through their personal profile, but being able to do it through a branded page, and then you have like moderators, and it's not associated with anyone's like personal Facebook profile, it just makes sense. So again, just capitalizing off of that community aspect. Roswell, Miami, the tag words you use when you upload a video on YouTube. Okay. How do you find tags? So you're asking how you find tags for your YouTube videos. Yeah, it's very similar to the way that you find hashtags on Instagram. Open up YouTube, and that beautiful search bar at the top, that's where you find them. So let's see. I could talk about, I'll talk about my most popular video, which is my Postmates video. Basically what I did is it's the same thing I would have done on Instagram. You go to the search bar and you start with like the most obvious word for your content. So if my video is about Postmates, I'm going to type in Postmates, right? So you type in Postmates and push enter, and then see what pops up. I think if you search for me, I'm still on there. Let me see. Okay, I'm going to type in Postmates on YouTube, and boom, I show up as the second video right there. On my phone, I'm going to see if it does this on the iPad. On my phone, it doesn't tell me how many videos are associated with that tag. It doesn't show up on my iPad either, but yeah, see, so boom, even on here, I'm on the second video. So what you want to do is rank for what people type up in the YouTube search bar. And the way that you rank is very similar to Instagram. So you're not going to rank for a tag where there's like millions and millions of videos associated with that. You want to try to shoot for tags that have less search results. So I'm going to actually do this on my laptop really quick just so I can tell you exactly what the number is. So I'm opening up YouTube on my computer, and I'm going to type in Postmates. Postma. All right, so it says 47,000 results show up. That's going to be easy for you to rank for. So heads up, if any of you are Postmates, make Postmates videos, because like that's a very approachable number to try to compete with, because what you also want to do is see like who your competition is. So you want to scroll through that first page of YouTube search results. And YouTube favors fresh content. So like this guy, my video is a year old, you know? So if you make a video that gets more engagement than mine, you're going to outrank me. Like the guy, Senny D, has already outranked me. But a lot of these videos, like this guy, Austin, he uploaded a video from 3 months ago. That's because, again, YouTube favors fresh content. So then what you want to do is, like, obviously you need, I think you could use 500 characters for your video tags. And so you want to use all 500 characters if you can. So Postmates, that's only, 10 characters. So what you do is you just start type in the word and then see what the suggested tags are, or like the suggested search terms. So see that it says Postmates, Postmates delivery, Postmates fleet, Postmates review, Postmates tutorial, Postmates code. I literally just type all of those and put those as video tags because YouTube suggests, like, the way that these are ranked are based on search volume. So that means that the second most popular search term that has Postmates in it is Postmates delivery. So that, you know, it's not in alphabetical order. It's in order of what is it called? Search volume. Now, Postmates is probably a bad example. Well, it's a practical example, but it's, you know, I don't know how many of you guys are going to be doing videos on Postmates. Most tags that you can, I'll type in how to edit. I'm going to do it on here, actually. How to edit a vlog, right? How to edit a vlog. That has 7 million results. There's freaking no way that I'm a rank for that search term. And I know there's multiple words in it, but the whole thing is a tag. When you put in video tags on YouTube, it's kind of like on hashtags, you don't want to put spaces. With YouTube, you can put in spaces, but then you just push enter and then the whole phrase, including the spaces, is a tag. So, yeah. So how to edit a vlog has 7 million results. There's no way you're going to rank for that. I try to shoot for the sweet spot for YouTube. I mean, it varies because, like, you know, 47,000, that's really low, but it's also, like, has very high search volume, which is why it's literally carrying my channel right now. So that's, you know, I can only tell you, like, trends. But how to edit a vlog. Oh, yeah, the sweet spot. I try to shoot for tags that, like, have 800,000, like between 100,000 and 800,000 videos in the results for that tag. And yes, I actually do research on every single tag that I use, just because I really want to rank every single video on search. And actually, if you want to see the power of search, like a really practical example of the power of search, go to the Sharespark YouTube, because I haven't been uploading to the Sharespark YouTube like at all. I don't even know how many times I uploaded this year. It was nowhere compared to last year. It's very few videos on it, you know, nothing compared to this channel. But because of search and because the videos in Sharespark are ranked for certain terms, it still continues to get views, hundreds and hundreds of views, even though I'm not touching it at all. So that's the power of search. It's like your views are not going to come overnight. Like, people with really big audiences, obviously, you know, people hit the bell as soon as you upload, you're going to get people who watch your stuff. But if you're a smaller channel, but you rank, then the views will come in once people type in those search terms. Could be today, could be tomorrow, could be a year from now, which is why people are still discovering my Postmates video. Okay, I feel like I'm super rambly right now. I hope you guys are finding that helpful. How do I get back to my video? Okay, let's see. Yes, enthusiasm project. Don't forget about the vidIQ Chrome extension. Yeah, I didn't mention that just because, like, if you're just getting into this, you could start with, like, what I just said. But if you want to take it a step further, then there's a Chrome extension called vidIQ, VIDIQ. It's free, and it just installs into your browser, and that'll actually give you, like, full-on statistics for every single search term. It'll even suggest terms that you can use for your tags. It's kind of like creator standard. Everyone kind of uses vidIQ. But it's super helpful. But it is just like another layer of... This is why sometimes it can take the same amount of time to edit a video than it is to upload a video, because I have to do so much research in the title and the tags for every single video. Even if it's just a daily vlog or a simple vlog or whatever, I try to rank each video, because to me it's it's a missed opportunity. It's just like if you post something on Instagram and you don't use all 30 hashtags, it's like I never know if that video is gonna rank 6 months from now, and I want all of the work to already be done so that each one of my videos, it's kind of like my army. Each video is fully equipped to maximize the reach and potential audience it can get at all times. And when I was super into building my audience, I don't do this anymore, but when I was super into it, I would actually go and revisit videos and I would see, okay, is it ranking for this tag? If it's not, I switch it out. And like I would do that for every single one of my videos. And I did that really well with my Sharespark channel, which is why I think that it's still seeing traction, even though I haven't uploaded at all, because I'm ranking for several of those videos. So anyway, whoa, it's 7:30 and this girl is thirsty and hungry. So I think I'm gonna end it because I still have work to do today. Ron's World, okay, thanks for answering. That is very helpful. You are very welcome. Hit that thumbs up button if you like this video. I very much enjoyed this stream. I hope you guys did too. I know it was kind of long, but that was great. I don't even know where I'm going here. Yeah, okay. Last thing, again, if you haven't subscribed to my channel, subscribe. And if you have subscribed to my channel already, go check out the Enthusiasm Project on YouTube. If you don't know who the Enthusiasm Project is, his name is Tom. He is my boyfriend. But for real, he's like my favorite YouTuber, and he's about to hit 100 subscribers. So it would be a big help if you can go over to his channel. He's chatting in the comments right now. But you could also just search the Enthusiasm Project on YouTube and he'll pop up. There's just a million reasons why you should follow his channel, but he is a teacher. He's a high school teacher that teaches digital media, which is like what Sharespark is about and what I'm trying to promote. But he also has a really cool vlog editing style that's like, you know, sometimes I'm like, how do you not have millions of subscribers already? Because it's like right up there with like really big vloggers. Seriously, like if you like took, I don't know, 10 of the biggest vloggers and then just like hid all their subscribers numbers and then you put in the Enthusiasm Project right there, I would never think like, oh, that's a newbie vlogger. Like I wouldn't think that. So definitely go check out his channel. You won't regret it. And with that said, S, it's a lot of work. One day you'll have employees. Keep going. Thanks so much, Heather and Tom. S, actually, that is so funny that you bring that up because I just had another coaching session with Sid yesterday. And that's what we talked about is like potentially me starting to think about hiring employees in 2018. It's a seed that he planted. If it made me freak out. But he was like, I'm not saying that we have to do that now, but it's just like an idea I have to start getting used to so that I don't freak out. But that is the goal. That's the goal, which is crazy. But yeah. All right. S, the Enthusiasm Project has some great videos on editing videos as well. He has some good creative ideas and fun content. Yes, just go check him out. And his videos are way shorter than mine. So it's like, you know, straight to the point. I've actually like tried to make my video shorter. Oh, also, I think I'm on vlog 178, but I still plan to hit 200 by the end of the year. So expect a lot of content. It's pretty much going to be daily at this point because if I need to hit that 200, I have 20 more videos to upload. So I'm excited. But yeah, there's just going to be a lot of content. Anyway, I'm going to stop because I'm like rambling and I probably need to eat. So Ron's World of Miami, I just subscribed to him. Awesome. Cool. All right, guys. It was so much fun chatting with you guys. My laptop's going to die. I hope you guys enjoyed that Heather's Happy Hour. I sure did. It's been a while since I did like a, you know, business, you know, educational happy hour. So that was fun. But yeah, stay tuned for more content. Hit that thumbs up if you haven't already. Go tell your friends, share. It would be a big help. And I will catch you guys later. Bye.